Hello, everybody. My name's Jim. I don't normally go on at this time in the afternoon on a Thursday, but it's my lunch break and I am working from home. And frankly, I need watch hours. So here I am. And the gist of this live stream is that I need to make a new thumbnail for a show that I and some other channels are doing on Saturday. It's myself, my channel, More Sunshine Please, Ben from Pepper Tree Villa, Charlie from the Disney Nerd Herders, and Derek and Gregory from D&G Explorers. Together we are the Five Foolish Mortals, and every month or so we do a live stream, usually on Saturday. Well, we've decided that this Saturday will be another Five Foolish Mortals show. So what I like to do is create a thumbnail for that show, and I create it in Photoshop. So I need to do that. And I thought, well, why don't I do that on a live stream? I didn't tweet this out. I didn't really post it anywhere. I told a few people I was going to do this. So if people trickle in, that's fantastic. If you're watching this on a replay, thank you very much. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. I'll do that right now. Oh, there are some people here. Lady Jamers, you are today's winner. You're the first one in. Samantha Lowe, you are our silver medalist today. Thank you so much for being here. So what you're looking at now is Photoshop. Hey, Jason, Uper Wisdom Videos is here, and so is Rob Fuzz. I plugged your horns into my soundboard, so the horns should sound much better. And Noah's here. Wow. So people are finding this. Fantastic. So anyway, all I'm going to do is, I'm not a Photoshop expert by any stretch. I know just enough to do some silly things. So what I'm going to do is create a thumbnail for Five Foolish Mortals. What you're looking at here on the screen, is part of my template for the Five Foolish Mortals thumbnails that I've done in the past. The last one was a trivia show. So I put in these, what look like Jeopardy podiums in here, and I started to put in our names. This is not the finished product, by the way. Also, let me state this. I usually do this in Adobe Photoshop CC, which is the latest version of it. But on this computer, I actually have an older version of Photoshop, CS6. So I tried to transfer everything over. So I don't know if everything's going to work, but whatever. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, we'll get around it. So Tina's here. Thank you so much. D&G Explorers also here. Good morning to you. Griswold Family Vacay is here. Disney Nerd Herders, Charlie's here as well. Okay. Thanks, everybody. So this is a template. This is just a general template. So if you're not familiar with Photoshop, you work in layers. So everything on the screen here is on a layer, and it can be manipulated separately. For example, each podium down below, I can manipulate separately. I can get rid of it. So there's the one for Ben, and you can notice his name stays behind because that's on a separate layer. So, and I don't know which one that is because I didn't label it. Oh, so there's Charlie's name is on a different layer. So I actually don't need these things anymore. So I might delete all the layers and all the names right now. I could hide them as I was just doing. So I think I can do this. I'm going to highlight them all and delete. Okay, that's good. I think, guys, help me out. D&G and Charlie, is this episode 5 that we're about to do this Saturday? I'm not sure. I think it is. So if it is, let's say it is. this where it says episode 4 is on a separate layer. So I'm going to highlight that. I'm going to choose now, because this is an older version, I forget where everything is. Okay. So here's the text tool. So I'm going to click on that. And what does that say? The following fonts are missing. Oh, I see. I don't have the same fonts on here. Let's see what happens. Okay, so that was a mistake. Can I undo it? No. All right, we'll just keep it. Font's not a big deal. All right, so I'll just change it to 5. Okay, so episode 5. Why is the P capitalized? All right. All right. Originally, what I did was I took a photo of the singing busts from the Haunted Mansion, and I replaced the original faces on there with our faces using photographs. I was able to do that. I think I can open up a folder. You can see in here there are some pictures. Like there's Charlie. That's the picture I used for Charlie's bust there. So what you just saw is right there. I actually think that's a different Photoshop file, so I can't. Maybe let's see. Okay, so his face is on the head. That's all together, so I can't manipulate that. Okay, anyway, so let me get to just general thoughts about this. The show on Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern will be, we're all going to watch, not on the show, but prior to the show, we're going to watch the movie Inside Out and then talk a bit about it. So I thought I could add some elements from that movie, Inside Out, to this thumbnail somewhere. And also, because of everything that's going on in the world right now, I thought I could add some elements of either social distancing or, as I say that, I scratch my face, or keeping clean and germ-free. So we'll see. I have a bunch of different assets or things that I can add. Let me show you our Christmas template. So what I did here, what's different from the template we just saw was that I made our images more green for the holidays. I made Five Foolish Mortals red. And then I added Christmas gear to all of us, antlers and whatnot. So, and again, all of that's on separate layers so they can be manipulated wherever I want them to be. And for that particular show, we watched other videos. We watched Mickey's Christmas Carol and the Muppet Christmas Carol. So I added Scrooge McDuck and Kermit and Baby Kermit in there. I don't remember that dude's name anyway. So let me return to the chat really quick, though. Well, Jason, thank you so much for stopping by. Says he'll check the replay. That's fantastic. Thank you so much. Let me go back. A lot of people in here I did not expect. Part of Rose's World, welcome to you. I just saw a cool Instagram with Rosa was on there with, I think, 8 other people giving us an uplifting message for what's going on to this. So that was very cool. Check that out. ATJH Travels. I got to say that slowly or else I'll screw it up. Thanks for being here. Good to see you. Meredith DeFili is also here. Welcome, and thanks for popping in. R.E. Stein is here. Welcome. Again, let me just say I am not a Photoshop expert. There might be things I'm about to do that maybe there's a more simple way to do it. I'm just going to show you what I know. And again, I'm used to a different version of Photoshop than this. So whatever. No more excuses. Also, what I've done for Five Foolish Mortals is make this. For our last show, I put this on the screen behind me. This is just the general Five Foolish Mortals. And I made tombstones with all of our logos on there. And as seen on YouTube as well. So I've also done that. So let's get to it. Since we're watching Inside Out, I took the liberty of finding some images that I thought perhaps we could use for this. Oh no, I don't want to do that. I want to open it in Photoshop. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, so there's a number of... Oh, I'm in the wrong folder again. This is the one I just... libraries. Where did I put the... Oh, in here. Okay, Inside Out. There it is. Okay, so I've got a bunch of stuff here. I'm just going to import it all. Got some hopefully funny things in there, and we'll wait for those to load. So we'll see. I don't know. Could not complete your request because the file format module cannot. Okay. There's another one. All right, maybe not that one. These I thought maybe I could put on a couple of our busts there. So there's some images. I'm not sure. I don't know. All right, so now I have way too many tabs open. So let's see. Going back to this one. All right, the general. And maybe I can make that a bit larger just so everybody, not so large. There we go. I'm going to go in right there. All right. Okay, so let's add Bing Bong. Let's see if this works. This should be a PNG image, which means it has a transparent background. And trying to remember where everything is. I'm going to drag this into here. Are you sure you want to convert colors? Well, if I don't, I can't use it, can I? Okay, so here's Bing Bong is now in here. Now, I don't know if I want to use this, but I'm going to drag it in here and see if it works. Now, immediately I'm thinking he's a little too big, so I can hit Control-T, and we can resize him. If I hit Shift and then click and drag, I can reshape him. But maybe that was good. Maybe if I just put him in the background of everybody. Let's do that. So he's layer 2. I'm going to rename this. How do I rename it in CS6? Do I just double click it? Yeah, okay. That's all right. So now if I move this layer over here on the right, if I move this down lower, he should be behind all of us. Okay. Which is, I think, what I want. I want our busts to be front and center. I don't want us covered up by Bing Bong. So, well, now maybe I think maybe I do want him bigger. Oh, well, at least he's in here. And I am going to save my progress just in case. And it hasn't happened yet, but we might be getting a storm, which we desperately need rain in this area. So if I happen to lose power, I don't want to lose any progress I made. So occasionally I'm going to save this, just generally. Tina McNeil, welcome to the show. Let's see. BJ says TP. So did Aldi this morning. We actually got some TP. It wasn't our first choice because, well, they only had one type, and it was actually scented toilet paper. On the package, it said the tube was lavender scented. I don't know about that. I don't know if I want that in our bathroom. Because when things are scented, like garbage bags, I refuse to purchase scented garbage bags. It's overwhelming and often not a great scent. Oh, well, I digress. Just another Disnerd. Welcome to the show. Mara Memphis is also here. We also were able to get paper towels. Okay, enough with Aldi and paper products. All right. Well, what else? We want joy and sadness, right? Where were they? I gotta get. Oh, those were a couple of the images I was not able to bring into this version of Photoshop. Interesting. But the group was okay. So individually, I had images of joy and sadness. But I'm glad I got this image too. So let's drag this one in there. So I'm going to take it from here, drop it here. Yes. Okay, so here's the deal. That was not truly a PNG image because the background was not a transparent background. All right, hang on. I'm going to undo that. All right. Let's go here. We need to delete the background on this. So what, again, I'm not a Photoshop expert. So what I'm going to do, I think what I can do is, again, this is CS6. I'm going to highlight. Oh boy. Okay. I was trying to highlight just the background, and you can see it did not do it to my liking. You can see fear, part of his eyeball has also been selected. I don't want that. I'm going to undo that. Okay. So we're going to adjust the tolerance. It's set at 32. I think maybe if I go down to 20, we'll try that. Now I'll click on the background again. Better. Let me look around. And if this isn't perfect, not the end of the world. All right. But now because the background is deleted, I think, or highlighted, I can delete it. Before I do that, let me duplicate that layer. I'm going to, just so I have it. All right. So now that my original layer, all right, my original layer is active. I've got the background highlighted. Let's see what happens when I delete it. Okay. That's not bad, actually. I can see here under Joy's arm, the original background is still there. Between joy and disgust is still there. I'm looking around. I think it's all right. All right. So what I'll do is I'll highlight this area under Joy's arm and delete that. And this area. Oh, maybe if I hit Shift and click again. All right, that's better. I'll delete that area as well. Now, if I drag this, is there any other parts of the original background that I'm missing? I'm going to make sure everything's deselected. We can always get rid of it when we drag it over. Okay. So now let's move this over into our thumbnail template. It's huge. Okay. We're going to size this down. All right. And you can see it's not perfect. I don't even know if I want to use this. There's a lot of area around these guys that does not look so hot. Let me, oh, I need to do that. Let me drag them in front of us for a second. On that image, what was not selected were these glowing parts around each character. This is a big, this is a bigger job than I had anticipated. And then, for example, around fear, where it is closer to the character, it's not very smooth. So that was what I did, was using a sledgehammer to do something you can push in with your thumb, I suppose. But I don't know what I want to do. Maybe if I make them quite small, it's not so bad. So let's do this. I don't know. It still looks not great. That's all right. When it's smaller, it's not so bad, I guess. Let's see. Just kind of a big area. I could take them down here. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, it's not a clean image. I'm going to hide it for now. Let me name it. That's the group. I'm going to hide them for now. They're on here if I want them. If I want to tweak it, I just think it'll take hours for me to make them look good. But Bing Bong, I'm happy with. That's fine. So if nothing else, I've got Bing Bong. People know Bing Bong, right? Am I saying Bing Bong too much? All right, let's see. Bing Bong's down here. I am saying it too much. I want to maintain the look that our busts are sticking in the ground. You know, the pedestals that our busts are on are in the ground. If I put Bing Bong down here, you can see Charlie's pedestal, for example. You can see the layer, and I don't want that. So Bing Bong can't be over there. So Bing Bong's going to have to go above, just so we're not messing up the illusion. I like his pose, and I kind of like the fact that episode 5, those words there are almost match his arm motions, almost like he's holding the words episode 5. Here it is. Okay. So if I put that here, and how do I rotate? Transform, rotate. So if I make that, again, I can't stress this enough. I am not a Photoshop expert. I'll stop. All right. Maybe a bit more. All right. So again, I don't know if I want this here. It needs to be bigger if it's going to go hand to hand. Or maybe I just leave it there and I don't care that trying to make it look like he's holding that. I don't think so. His pose is, that of presentation. Ta-da! I'm here. So maybe I'll just put it there, but episode 5 is now parallel with his arms. I like that. That's fine. I'm good with that. All right. So since the group didn't look great and I don't want to spend too much time on it, let's see what else we can put in here. Okay, anger, disgust, and fear. They did make the journey over from... all right. But is this a PNG with a transparent background? I don't think it is. But let's try it. It is not. See, the background's moving. I didn't pay attention to that at the time. All right, so let's try to get rid of the background here as quickly as I can. All right. Back to this. There. Okay. Again. Fear's eye. This, I can already tell this isn't going to be great. Actually, this looks okay over here on the left. But fear, I might have to get rid of that dude altogether. Just it's so this antenna or whatever is so small, thin, narrow. I don't know if I want to spend much time on that. I might erase him from the image altogether. Just a thought. Okay. So then down here with her shadow, that was also selected. Maybe I'll just erase that. Nope, too much. All right. Eraser. No, I don't want anything selected. Just quickly going through here. And I could take a lot of time to make this perfect, but right now I don't care about perfect. I just want it to look kind of good. This is a thumbnail that will be around for, so people, when people see this, it's going to be much smaller. So I don't have to be perfect, I suppose. Let's get a really much smaller. Well, that's the cuff of his pant leg, but this is more. This can be removed. It takes a steady hand. All right. What else? There's shadow between his shoes as well. So what I can do here is I can click in one area, go to another area, hit shift, and then click again, and it would delete that line. So maybe what I'll do. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. All right, let's make this a little bit bigger. To delete that. It's Joey's World. Welcome. Pam's Fam is also here. Happy Thursday. All right, here's another little bit of shadow. All right. Yeah, I can see here. I could spend forever making this perfect, but I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to get sucked into that. Okay, so where's the really egregious parts? Oh, okay. I deleted part of his arm. I did not want to do that. I'll just fill that in. I'm going to select the color of his sleeve here. I'm going to grab the paintbrush and I'm just going to paint that. Try to make it look all right. Actually, this looked all right. I need to make the paintbrush a little smaller. And this will be good enough. Did this get deleted as well? I can just paint it over. I can't tell. I can't tell if it's just pixelation or. Oh well. All right. I think I might get rid of fear if he doesn't look great. I know his eye was deleted. I can. Oh, I forgot I didn't have the eraser. I'm going to save my progress. Okay. Let's make the eraser smaller. This is tedious Photoshop work, and I don't want to spend too much time on this. I just want to see if I can make this look a little better without precision. The lazy person's way to do this. Let's see. I think everything else looks great without much work, except this guy. I think I want to delete all of that. I think I want him gone just because I don't want to spend too much time on that. Sorry. Not that I don't love the character. It's just so I will. Again, I don't even know if I'm going to use this in the final image. Where's my eraser? I'm sure there's a better way. I know I think in the newest version of Photoshop, there's a better way to do this, a simpler way. But we've got this. Oop. All right, so moving down here. All right. Diz our dream, welcome to the show. Thanks for popping in. Happy Thursday to you. All right, let me get rid of this quickly. I know, too late, right? Nothing about this has been quick. All right. Okay, so I can see the top of Anger's head. Some of it has been removed. Some of it remains. I think when we bring it over, it's not going to look great. So I'm gonna smooth it out here. Let's see. Yeah, again, I could do this for hours trying to make this perfect. Don't have that kind of time. So I do see there's part of the background here that remained. So I do not want that. So I will try to be quick about getting rid of that. And I've got a super tiny eraser, and I can only hope I'm getting rid of all of that. You'll be able to see that if I don't. Here, between her scarf and her hair, that will show up. So I'll delete that. Okay. Again, I don't want to. I'm going to try not to be a perfectionist here. Her hair, when I looked at it, again, they're going to be much smaller than this. I'm in so much more detail here that a lot of the imperfections won't matter. Some will. Okay, so let's save. I will now drag this over to our thumbnail. and see what it looks like. Okay, huge. Okay, I can see around her hair. It's the same problem we had before with the group, but let's scale them down. I can see the tip of her shoe is causing a problem. I can clear this up. I can even do it when I'm not live streaming. So if I can always adjust their scale another time. Yeah, around the the smaller they are, the less egregious it is. So like around her hair, whatever. What's nice in Premiere is that if you had an image like this, and let's say you were working with the chroma key or the ultra key, the green screen effect, you could mess with the you can soften that edge there. And I don't know how to do that here. I'm sure there's a way, I just don't know how to do it. So like right here, if these guys were peering out, let me name this. This is anger and disgust. So if I put this behind or maybe I want them in front. Maybe Bing Bong stays in front, behind, and these guys are in front. And we just will not have joy and sadness in the thumbnail, which is fine. Whatever. We don't need them. It's not their show. It's our show. I will see. Let me take a break from them, and then let me change the date here. It's going to change the font on me because I don't have the same font on this computer that I have on the other computer. So, yeah, okay. And I can always change it again. I don't love that. Whatever. It's going to be Saturday, April 11th. Is that right? For some reason, I had it capitalized. April 11th. And everything else stays the same. Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. Then there's this. Oh, I've got them in front of it. All right. Let's move them behind that. It will not be on the Pepper Tree Villa YouTube channel. It will instead be on the D&G Explorers YouTube channel. So I need to change that as well. Again, our font is going to change. Yes. Okay. All caps. Did that change? This was all caps and now it's all lowercase, wasn't it? Is that what happened? Is that what just happened? Yeah, it was. Okay. I needed a reminder. All right. Well, let's just we'll make YouTube, and for some reason, does everybody do this? Do they capitalize the T in YouTube? It's one word, but you capitalize the T. I suppose if you're tweeting, it saves with characters if you don't have the space on the D&G Explorers YouTube channel. I like the other font better because it's more Disney and it was wider. It was a hey, zippity doodad, Patrick, welcome. It was easier to read. It was easier to see. So let's see. Let me leave that as it is for now, though. Or not. Let's see. Is there a bold? All right, now we got to move it over. That's better. I like that. And as a matter of fact, I'll keep it. So let's change the date and time to, let's make that bold as well. Where is it? Here it is. Up here, bold. Yes. All right. So I have a feeling I'm as far as characters from the movie, I'm stuck with Bing Bong and the other two. So no fear, no joy, no sadness. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I also don't want to pack this full of too much stuff, and the message gets lost. So, but what I can do, and what I like to do when, for example, when I made the Christmas one, and I added the Santa hat and the Mickey ears, or the antlers, all that stuff. That was fun, and I enjoyed doing that. So I thought what I could do. Oh, that's the one I made for today. I actually don't need that anymore. No, don't save that. All right. So where is it? Here it is. Okay. So what I thought I could do is add a medical mask if it came over in the. All right. So here's one. And this should be like, I can put this on one of our busts just as a little humor. But I think, yeah, see, the background's coming with it. So I need to highlight that. All right. So back to the magic wand. If I click this, what happens? All right. I need to raise the tolerance. Let's go 50 just to see what that's like. All right. Too little. All right. Let's go 75. Better. Why don't I just raise it to 100? Click this. Quick selection tool. Let's do that instead. Let's deselect everything. I didn't remember that this version of Photoshop had this. So this, if I just drag this over, it highlights most everything. And because this is pretty straightforward, it's just the mask and the white background, I think everything that I want will be transferred. All right, so that's highlighted. Let's bring it over to this one. And let's say we want to put it on Gregory. Let's just dump it here. It's probably huge. It's huge. Okay. Gotta scale it down. All right. Let's see. Let's bring it up here. And I want it the width of his face. Arrow key. Over. Let's see what that looks like. That's not bad. What does that look like on somebody else's face, though? No, it's actually my face. I'm looking straight into the camera. It appears as though Gregory is although he's looking straight into the camera, but his head's tilted. I think this mask matches better. Am I wrong? But then I'm covering up his face. I'll cover up my face. Let's see. Control T to scale. That I know. Too small. All right. Should be on all of our faces. You're right. I only downloaded 2 different masks though, but I can mix it up. And I can adjust the color as well. Let's do that. Let's put it on all our faces. So I have 2 different masks. What I'll do is I'll put this one on every other person, and then I'll put the other mask on Charlie and Gregory. So an easy way to do this would be to, let's see, Control T. Just I feel it needs to be a little smaller. And you may have noticed I had to scale the mask down when I put it on my face as opposed to Gregory's face, and that's because he has a no, it's because I was dictated by the size of the original busts in the photograph. And so the bust where I put Gregory's head was much larger, had a much larger head to it than, for example, mine or Derek's, where ours appear a little bit smaller. So maybe they were pushed back just a tiny bit to the camera. Or maybe I'm just being kind and Gregory actually has an enormous head. Okay. Now, if I'm being a perfectionist, well, let's do this. I don't have to scale it. I can just do one side like that. And I can bring this one over. How's that? Good enough? Good enough. All right. Let me do that. All right. So let me name this Blue Mask. Blue Mask. I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to duplicate that layer. Blue Mask copy. And it should be right over mine. Here it is. Okay, so now I can bring it over to Derek. And the size is actually pretty good. Good enough. Lower it a bit. What I can do is I can flip the image so it doesn't look identical. Maybe I'll try that. Let's see. How do I do it in this one? Transform, flip, horizontal. Okay, so there it is. So looks a little different then. Doesn't look like we're wearing the exact same mask. It's just mirrored. But then I can also change its color a bit, but maybe I'll worry about that later. Okay, so now if I copy the copy, I'll duplicate that. No, you know what? No, it's fine. Okay, so then this will be Ben's mask. And I will scale the bottom of it up. I'll be squishing it so that it matches. Should be around where his chin is. How's that look? That's all right. Okay, so 3 of us have masks. Now the other mask I have is here. So what I'll do, I'm going to get rid of everything except the mask. And one very easy way to do that is to draw a box around all this and delete it. And then delete that. And then the rest, I suppose, if I'm just being quick and simple with this, just take the... oh, it's still selected. I can... Again, doesn't have to be super perfect, which is good because it won't be. All right. All right. Look how quiet I got. Concentrating here. All right. Again, this will be reduced in size, so you won't be able to see all those imperfections necessarily, actually. But I can't help myself. Let's delete this stuff. Good. All right. Cutting this stuff out here. Shelly Starwalker's here. Welcome to the show. So is Dougie. Welcome. Like your haircut. And Diz Our Dream, thanks for stopping by. All right. Okay, I'm sure there's probably a better way to do this. Again, not a Photoshop expert. I just know some things. And it appears as though I'm working with a different format of picture here. All right, so let's do that. Coming around here. And then let's do this. This isn't going to look great, but all right. Even if I erase a little bit of the mask, I think I'm all right with that. So as long as I don't have the lady's neck. Yeah, I think that'll be good enough. This is not a master class in photoshopping. All right, so if I go back up here, there's some little bits. Get rid of that and that. All right. Okay, so let's see the whole image again. I need to delete all that and all this from the image. And this. All right. So then now deselect. I can drag this onto our thumbnail. Or no, I can't. I need to oh, there. Nope. Undo. Hang on. This is RGB. Let's go back. This is, darn it, indexed color. All right. There we go. No. Oh, I know what I did. I'm silly. Okay. Back to this. I didn't highlight the mask. I don't have a transparent background on this. I was mistaken. All right. So I need to highlighting the background, and then I'm going to inverse the selection so then the mask is highlighted. Then I drag it over. Okay, there it is. We're going to resize it. I think I need to rotate it a bit. Just a little bit. There it is. How does that look? Okay. I think it needs to be a little bit bigger. There we go. Sure. What is it?
You're either going to love it or hate it.
Okay. I've just been given apple cinnamon apple cider vinegar drink. This is good for me?
I don't know. Supposedly.
Wow, it smells like a candle. Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It also tastes like the cider milk.
Okay. Let me
with vinegar. Look at the apples going bad.
Let me go here. Where? All right. There it is. I've just been given this.
I found it in the fridge.
We found it in the fridge. Fridge cleaning day.
Mm-hmm. It's still good till 2021.
I don't like it.
Try it again.
It's
focus on the cinnamon.
There is cinnamon in there, but there's also lots of vinegar. Did you try it?
Uh-huh.
What'd you think?
That's why I brought it
I
to you.
know. Okay. Hang on. Shelly says it's good for you. It better be. Dean's here. Welcome, Dean.
It's growing on you.
Well, I'll tell you, maybe it is. I don't love it, but it's not bad. The fact that I know it's good for me helps.
Mhm.
She says she mixes hers with honey.
That would probably make it better.
Yeah.
But that cinnamon's good.
Yeah, cinnamon. The cinnamon's good. I'll tell you. You know how some drinks have a bad aftertaste.
Mhm.
This also has a bad
Foretaste.
during taste and before taste.
The smell that hits you right before.
Mm. Look how much I've had though. Shelly, how much of this do I have to drink to get the benefits?
How many calories?
Calories? 30. There's 30 calories
How
in
many
this whole
servings?
bottle. One bottle. Serving size, one bottle. Contains 13% juice. Apple cider vinegar is the third ingredient. Two gallons every day, Dean says. Shelly says 1 cup.
Oh, you probably got that.
Did I? Maybe.
I'm not a good judge of that volume.
Well, I feel as though I need to drink somewhere between 1 cup and 2 gallons just to be safe. One more sip. It's better than the first sip. It's
It
better
grows on
now.
ya.
It grows on you, not
And in you.
and in me. I drank that much. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Do you want anything else?
I'm gonna need something to chase that.
Do you have water in that?
I do. I have a little bit of water. This has 0 calories. Thank you, Polar Seltzer. Oh, that was something. All right. How do I get back? What was I doing? Oh, yeah, the mask on Greg's face. All right. There we are. All right. Just a little bit. How come now I've lost? There it is. I don't feel like I can get an exact, like I need it right to the edge of his face and it's either too much or too little. So let's do this. Move it over where I need it to be. And see, I might need to zoom in here. See how here on the left side of his face, our right, his left, I feel the mask should be covering that. I mixed a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, a tablespoon of honey, and 1 cup of water. Dr. Bragg's, it's the best tasting. Thank you, Shelly. Carlos is here, Disney World Freak. Welcome. Happy Thursday to you. If I flip this, let's see what happens. If I flip this horizontally as I did the other one, and then I'll need to rotate it. Move it over. Oh, too much. Down a bit, maybe. What does that look like? Now, see, it's still Maybe I can skew it. Can I? Yeah. All right. So if I drag the corner of this now this way, there we go. And this one down a bit. No, too much. All right. Let me go back to that. See, the bottom of the mask here, and on the other side, it's jetting out way beyond his face. And then the nose isn't lining up either. So what if I flip it back? I'll need to rotate it again. Photoshop is a lot of trial and error, isn't it? Oh God, let's do this. Just move it over. There. I'll tell you what if I just erase some of it? Let's reduce the size of the eraser. Yeah, who's the wiser here? That's better. Good enough. All right. Let's go back. All right. It's really big. I can tweak it later. That's Greg's mask. So let me call it Greg's mask. I will duplicate that over here to make Charlie's mask. We will need to rotate it, of course, because his head is on an angle. Move it up here a little bit. Let me zoom in on it, and I'll just use the eraser tool again. Oop, too much. What if I just... Potential spam. I do like that feature. Well, then I'm not answering that phone call. All right. Better. I think it needs to be rotated a bit more. Too much? That's all right. Let's move it. Well, it doesn't matter if I see the edge of his face, does it? Necessarily. I'm going to say no. All right, let me erase this side now. All right. Oh, wrong way. Oh, what am I doing? Let's just do this. All right. Good enough. Again, I could change the color of these, and perhaps I will. Well, what else do I have? I've got this. I can bring this in. I don't know if I want to, but I've got it. That's the nice. Those are nice clean edges. Do I want to give Clorox a free publicity here? If I hide the name, I thought it would be funny just to have some cleaning products on here or something. We'll see. I'm not married to the idea. We'll just too small. How about there? I guess it should be proportional to our bodies or our heads anyway. So how big is this? So that's the size of my head. All right, good to know. Good to know. Let's bring it up here. So it needs to be a little smaller. Close enough. All right. And then if it were just down here hanging out somewhere in the background, let me put it behind everything. All right. So what if it were just hanging out here somewhere? But let's say I didn't want the Clorox logo on there. I could obscure it. Let's do that. I've made it so small, though. I don't know if anybody's going to be able to see it. But let's just... all right, let's see this blue diamond in the logo itself. Let's make it more blue. Cover up some of these letters with some of that blue. So if I choose this, and then I get the pen or paintbrush or something, that's... Oh, I haven't... pencil. So I'm just going to cover up the O in Clorox. And maybe I'll do the same thing to the R. All right. Yeah, this will be all right. This will be fine. This will be good enough. People will still know what it is. Did you bring me something else to dare me to drink?
No, I was looking for things to hang that thing I made.
Oh God! Look over there underneath the yellow.
Am I gonna be on camera?
No. All right. That's all I want to do for that. So now it's just a container of clocks. I don't know why I did that, but there it is. All right, what else we got? Oh, wait, I had many images of toilet paper. There we go. Now is this... no, see, that's... That would need to be separated from the background as well. So I'm gonna leave that alone for right now.
You want me to bring you something to drink?
I still have water. Thank you. Now this is an empty roll of toilet paper. I thought that might be funny to put on something. Oh well, we'll see. I have a feeling I'll have to separate that from the background as well. Now does this wait, cannot use the move tool because the layer is locked. Oh, it's a background, I see. So I have to duplicate that and then hide that. And then see the background, it's not a transparent background. What about this one? Maybe this one is transparent. All right, this will be easy to put there somewhere. Although, but I don't know if I want it. This looks too. This looks like a toilet paper roll in a hotel room, where the staff has put the last square into a triangle there. Well, let's just bring it over and see. All right, it's probably going to be huge. It is. All right. Scaling it down. All right. So I don't know where this would go. I suppose it would go here, like on the pedestal. It's the only place for it to go. But the angle doesn't match. And I can't adjust the angle of the photograph of the toilet paper. So I don't think this is going to work here anywhere. Unless I don't know. I just don't think it's going to work. So we're just going to delete that layer. We won't be using that one. All right. But we did have the mountain of toilet paper. We had the stack of toilet paper. Let's see. Let's see what this is like. Oh, I put the tolerance way down. Let's put it way up. Not enough. Or too much. Too much. All right. Let me grab the quick selection tool. I think that's the one I want. Nope. Darn it. See, it's grabbing that. What are my options up here? Subtract from the selection. Oh, I gotcha. So I could undo that. Add to selection. That's what I want. All right. So now I can delete that as it stands. All right. So I can. Nope. Too much. Oh, darn it. Let's just go over here. I don't like having to do this. This is too much. This is too much. I don't like it. This is boring me. All right. What about no, we're gonna get rid of that. We don't want that one. No. This one. Deselect. No, inverse. All right, let's bring this over. I think this will do. I think this will be good. Yeah, we just need to resize it. Control T. Can't make it too big. We don't want XXL toilet paper. Do they even have that? I don't know. Oh, and if like, why not use the fill tool? You could use the color picker to match the color. That's too smart, and I can't do too smart. No, thank you for the suggestion. Again, I'm still learning. Thank you, though. Fill tool. Let's see. This could go here on the front of Charlie's thing, and then I could move the Clorox wipes. If I even want to keep those, I don't even know. Here's another thing I like about the new version of Photoshop is I could just, even though it's not, the layer isn't selected over here, I could just click on it over here and move it, and it would change the selection. Instead, for this older version, I've got to come over here to, I don't even know what the layer is. It's this one, layer 2. I don't even know if I want that. This is funny to me, the toilet paper, although it still looks kind of big. So maybe I'll shrink that down a little bit more. Have to select it. Let's name it so I don't lose myself. Empty TP. All right. This is the wipes. All right. So go back to here. That's selected. Control T to select it and size it. Shift as I click and drag on it. There, that's more to size. And I hope people can see that and realize that's an empty roll of toilet paper, and then that's funny. But I don't know. What if Bing Bong were twice the size? I don't know. It's getting quite breezy around here. I hope we get rain. I hope we get rain. All right, where's Bing Bong? Oh, he's down here. I forgot it. I put him behind everything. Okay. So again, let's resize him just for giggles. What if he were here? And do I have to put a surgical mask on him? No, I'm going to say no. Well, what about over here? I guess he was best here. I don't know. All right. All right, that's good. No. Where's the other one? Okay, this one. I'm gonna have the same. I gotta take it. That would cause me. I'd have to work on that a little too closely. I don't want to spend too much time. I've already been on for how long? Almost an hour and a half. So maybe this is good. Maybe this is all we need. It's just again, it's just putting together a thumbnail for our show on Saturday. Maybe I'll move episode 5 off of. I like Bing Bong just hanging out there. Maybe I'll move episode 5 over here. That's what I'll do. Where is it? There it is. All right. And maybe as close as I can get to it. Then we'll move it just underneath here. Yeah, that's fine. Can you tell I'm done with this? Okay. Maybe one thing I'll do is I'll change the color of a couple masks, and then I'll just call it there, and then that's great. All right. Now, what's the best way to do this? Blue mask copy. Which mask is that? That's Derek's. All right, we'll just do that. I think if I go up here, I go to adjustments, and then I can go to, well, I can do it a number of ways, can't I? Let's see. Let's see if this is a good way to do this. Yeah. All right. It's doing it anyway. So now it's more purple. Red. We've got the red of our character down there. Anger. Do I want this to be more rainbow? Do I want to keep the colors I use to a minimum? Or do I just want to throw all the colors out there? You know what? That's fine. I'm just gonna do that, and then I'll change mine. Is this mine? I'll just make that maybe more green. No, too much. I don't think I want to mess with that. No, I don't want to mess with that either. All right, green. Good enough. And we'll keep Ben's blue. How was that? Vipre Project, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here. Are you guys enjoying this, or are you do you have this on as you try to take a nap? Let's see. What else? Gregory's mask is still let me, is this it? Let me zoom in on it a bit. Looks like Bing Bong has his arm around me. Aw. let's see. Okay. So if I oops, over, that's good. Like that side's good. Now that side looks like it's going too far. So let me try this. Let's do this and no, too much. That's I think the corners have to be right at his head, but I think I can just erase some of that for lack of. And what if I got rid of this lower part? If I got rid of that, it wouldn't look so much like Charlie's. So maybe I'll do that. Oh, I know what I can do. This, see, here's what's bugging me right here. This area right there, that that's bugging me. So, but what I can do, I forgot about this tool. Hang on. The smudge tool. I don't remember where it is on here. No. I'll find it. No. I was already there. No. Here we go. Smudge tool. Now I can take this and it should kind of push the colors of the mask over a bit. Yeah. I like that. That's better. Yes. That's better. I like that now. Now, hang on. Let's just stop tweaking it. Can't stop. No. Oh, that's his ear, isn't it? Well, we don't want to cover his ear. Okay. So slower now. And then maybe we'll skew it this way just a bit. No, that's good. All right. Do I want to make that a slightly different color as well? Because I can. Yeah, that's all. That's all I'm going to do. All right. So now we kind of look like we have different masks on, which is good without having to do too much to them. I added an empty roll of toilet paper on Charlie's pedestal. We added Bing Bong and disgust and anger to the thumbnail. Again, on Saturday at 5:00 Eastern, we will be discussing Inside Out, the movie. We'll also be coming up with some random Disney questions that we're going to answer. We're going to pose to each other and then answer. I guess trivia questions. Is that what they call it? But this is the thumbnail for that show, The Five Foolish Mortals, on Saturday at 5 o'clock Eastern. It'll be on the D&G Explorers YouTube channel. And I just wanted to make a thumbnail for it. I also wanted to go live so I could combine the two things. I was just being silly. I never did this in front of anybody before. Cynthia, welcome. Library project. It is CS6. Normally I work with, I have CC on another computer. But this version on the computer that I do my live streaming on, I have CS6. So yes, that is this version. So I'm trying to remember where certain things are and stuff. And also I'm not an expert, so I just know how to do some things. But so let's just say this is the thumbnail for the show, the finished product. So now I come over here to save this save it as a JPEG, and we'll call it call it the promo for April 11th. And that'll be saved in that folder. Okay. Is this my favorite one ever? No, but it was, I like the Christmas one much better, but it was fun to share this with you. Thank you very much for the accolades. And it was fun to share this with you and to do this. I think if I do this again, and I can do this for other shows, for other Photoshop things as well, not just this, but what I could do perhaps is look at the chat and gain suggestions about what to do as I'm doing it. So that might be something. I don't know. I'm spitballing here, just thinking about things to do. All right. This was my lunch break. I guess I should be getting back to work. All right, everybody. I hope to see you tonight on the Live Place YouTube channel. We're doing more. It's another game night with Dean, and I'm really looking forward to doing that. It is something that was so much fun to watch, and I can't wait to participate in it this evening. There'll be 3 groups, I think, doing it, and I'm in one of the groups. So like for an hour, there'll be a group doing it. And then I think I'm in group 3. So we'll see. We'll see all about that. But, and then again, Saturday, 5 Foolish Mortals. Hope you can join us for that as well. I hope you enjoyed Photoshop. I hope you enjoyed the apple cider vinegar break. What else? I don't know. But thank you so much for watching this. And if you got any ideas or questions or anything, let me know in the comments below or something, or message me or whatever, because this was a new thing for me to do. And I was just trying to share what little I know with you. So I'm going to end the broadcast there. Thanks, everybody. I will see you tonight at the Live Place. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for watching.